And police in York Region, they're warning the public about the re-emergence of staged collision carjackings. And for more on this, we're joined live by York Regional Police Constable James Dixon. Constable Dixon, thanks a lot for taking time to speak with us. Okay, so here's the situation, right? You're at a stop sign or a stoplight. Someone comes up, hits you from behind. You get out to, check for damage. And then what happens?
Well, you're completely right, Bakari. It's just that scenario exactly. You're stopped and there's a small fender bender. The biggest thing that we're looking for is in that spot for people to slow down. In these circumstances, oftentimes people do exactly what anyone would do when they're in a minor collision. They get out to look for the damage. And this is where we're seeing one of two things happening. The first is where they're being approached, often by armed suspects that then steal the vehicle by force. Or in some cases, they'll actually distract the driver while somebody else walks around, gets in the driver's seat and takes off from the car. It's nothing new. We've seen this time and time again, but it is something that we've now seen 4 times since the start of November, and it's just showing that this is re-emerging. It's something that we've had quite a bit in 2023 and is by no means gone, but we do want to make sure we're putting it out to the public to let them know exactly what's going on and what they can do to keep themselves safe.
Constable Dixon, what can you tell us about these 4 reports we're talking about starting November 3rd? All the way up to, Friday, January 17th?
Yeah, and in this case, they're all individual incidents. We have nothing to be able to link any of the groups together. In one circumstance, it's quite interesting where rather than a vehicle being involved in the collision, it was someone on a bicycle coming up and striking a vehicle as it stopped at a stop sign. All of these circumstances have something that's in common, though. There are areas where there's not a ton of cars that are around, where there's not a lot of witnesses that can be there, that there's not a lot of CCTV. It's very likely these vehicles were specifically targeted. Oftentimes, the vehicles that are involved in these are the high-end vehicles that aren't easy to steal through traditional means. These are the same vehicles that in the fall were being targeted through the home invasions.
What are you supposed to do? Because in a situation where someone's just hit your car, the last thing you're thinking is that I'm about to be carjacked or robbed.
No, and that's exactly it. The average citizen just, you get out, you want to look at the damage, exchange the information, and move on with your day. What we're asking people to do and why we're putting out this warning is to make sure that people slow down. Take a look around, see if there's anybody else that's there, anyone that may have seen the collision, somebody that might be able to be a witness if there's a circumstance. Take a look at the occupants of the other vehicle. Are they wearing masks, balaclavas? The biggest thing you can do is trust your instinct. If something feels off, it likely is. You can always call 911 or you can start driving to a police station. If this is someone that's not committing a criminal offense, it's likely they're going to be calling you in the second you leave from the scene of an accident. Just take the precautions, take the 2 seconds, install dash cams with cloud-based software so that it can be uploaded even if the vehicle is stolen. Make sure that you're getting GPSs installed in the car. And we've actually seen kill switches that have been put in vehicles that require keys. Turn that car off before you get out of it. Once you exit, with whether it's your phone or whether it's your keys, that vehicle can't stop. It completely gets rid of the distraction thefts.
Okay, look, this is a re-emergence. I mean, is there anything to explain why this is becoming a thing again?
Criminals don't try and reinvent the wheel. They go back to the same tactics time and time again. We saw it in the summer when they were carjacking people in parking lots. We saw it then into the fall when we had these home invasion for car keys. And now we're seeing them going back to the bump and runs. So the biggest thing we can do is just make sure that people are aware this is something that happens. The average person is not likely to ever encounter it. But if you do have a high-end vehicle, if you are in a situation that seems a little bit off, just take that extra second to make sure that you're safe.
All right, bump and run carjackings. York Regional Police Constable James Dixon, thanks a lot.
Thank you very much.